Hi there, welcome to Neppy Invest. I wasn't planning on doing a daily update video today, and I'm going to keep to my plans and not do that, even though I do want to talk about quite a few companies. So, what I'm going to do is a couple of short videos, even though I've already released a video today. And the first short video is going to be on Lake Resources. The main reason I want to do a video on this company is because the share price has fallen 20% today on June 19. And this was in a reaction to announcement, an operational update in regards to their project in Argentina. Now, I don't follow this company all too closely. In fact, I probably would say I don't follow this company at all, apart from the chart. And without doubt, this reaction from the market is because they're disappointed about this operational update. Now, I knew that Lake Resources wasn't in production, but I thought maybe they'll get into production in the next few years. But it seems like, based off this operational update, that production will start in 2027, and then full production, phase two, whatever it is, doesn't start until 2030. In fact, this is page 18 of their presentation. Phase one, 25 kilotons per annum, and an annual average EBITDA of about 365 million, pre-tax net profit or net present value of between 1.4 billion and 2.1 billion, highly dependent on the price of lithium. Capital cost 1.1 billion to 1.5 billion. That's a lot of money to spend to bring this project to production. Run rate operating costs $4.70 to $7.10 per kilogram. So obviously, market hasn't seen something they like, and more likely, it's the market was fairly shocked by some of these numbers. Maybe the cost was a little bit higher than they thought. Maybe the capital cost was significantly higher, and maybe the timeline as well has been pushed back to what the market was expecting. So this could be an opportunity for those who are bullish on Lake Resources. Now, I am not bullish on lithium long term, so I would classify Lake Resources as a long term play. And the main reason behind that is just because of an abundant supply of lithium potentially in the future. Because every second company on the ASX listing and converting from gold or iron ore explorer is moving into lithium. So whenever we have seen that sort of thing in the past, we have seen an abundant supply of that commodity. And more than likely, that's going to happen to lithium in the next, say, 5 to 10 years. And I prefer to invest in companies, lithium companies, that are already in production or are nearly in production. Now let's have a look at the chart for lithium. Last thing. So this is this is the daily chart. And this goes all the way back to 2020. And back then, actually, let's zoom in back then. So back in 2020, before this hype in lithium, so around, we'll say between May and September, the share price of this company was around about 3.5 cents. So if you're bullish on lithium and took a position in Lake Resources back then, you have done very well. And then there was a massive bull run in Lake Resources, particularly start of 2021, where the share price of this company went from, we'll say about less than 10 cents all the way up to a high of 45 cents. There was a little bit of a pause, and then there was another really good run between about May of 2021 all the way up to the high in the share price in April 2022. And the top in the share price was about $2.60. So share price has gone from $2.60 all the way back down to 38 cents. Now, more importantly, if we do look at the chart right now, the share price has fallen through a support level, a fairly strong support level that really started back in 2020. So that's that horizontal line. And we know it's strong because the share price tested this support level back in March and April, twice, in fact. So you could say and even argue this could have been a double bottom. Probably would prefer a little bit more distance between the two touches. But then the share price took off. So that could have been a positive sign moving forward. But leading up to this particular announcement, share price has pulled back a fair bit, or did pull back a fair bit, from about almost 70 cents all the way down to 47.5 cents. Now, the reason this is a strong, again, a strong support level, now possibly resistance, is because way back in 2021, just after the share price went on a bit of a bull run, we saw the share price struggle at these levels back in February, March of that year. So that was the start of a resistance level, and it took a while for that resistance level to be overcome. It was overcome in July of 2021. So about 6 months after it was set up, that resistance level became then support, and then it wasn't tested until March of this year. So fairly bearish day for Lake Resources. Haven't got the volume here. In fact, let me just reload it. I don't know why the volume didn't show up. Pretty high volume as well. So this is the highest volume day we've seen for Lake Resources since August of last year. And those high volume days were when we saw a massive bounce in the share price. So this is probably the most negative day we have seen for Lake Resources since June last year. So 1 year, and the share price back then was significantly higher. So if you have any more information you'd like to give us about Lake Resources, if you are a Lake Resources shareholder and you were disappointed by this announcement, I'd love to hear your opinion on why you're disappointed. So leave that in the comment section of this video. Otherwise, I am not a financial advisor. If you do need financial advice, make sure you seek out someone who is qualified and can speak to your own financial needs. That's it for this video. Have a good day. Bye.